Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Now a bunt with 2 strikes, and that goes foul. It's a strikeout.
He's out.
Juan Soto now. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 0-2 now. That one is absolutely belted back there. And that one is gone.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Ripped to short. Slinging it to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. And first offering is fouled off. That catches the corner.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And that one is lifted in the air. Vierling sizes this one up. And that's the 3rd out. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Parker Meadows. Check swing, called strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Senga, he has a reputation. I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
One down. Here's Riley Green. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
Looks like they're trying to answer back on that run they gave up in the top of the first by being aggressive on the base paths. I like that, especially early in this ball game. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Kerry Carpenter digs in now. Center field. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Top of the second. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Skubal back to work. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Gone, and to the deepest part of the park.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
That one down the line. Marte retired. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And first offering is fouled off. Skubal, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. 28 years old. And, of course, has a Cy Young to his credit. Out to short. Handles, throws to first. That's out number 2. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And a foul ball. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Slings to first. Back at Comerica Park at the plate, Matt Vierling. And a base hit into right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Around first and hustling for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
That one finds the zone. 0-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
And that one fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting 8th.
So up next, Jake Rogers. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 2-run game. And now, Trey Sweeney. This one in the air. Lindor. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Meadows hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. And now it's Mark Vientos. Smoked on the ground a second. Torres fires over to first. And that is the inning. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the inning. Now, Parker Meadows. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now
Gleyber Torres up to the plate.
Gleyber Torres
delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. This one popped up. snags it for the second out.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And the polar bear leaves the yard. It's 4-1. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Starling Marte up to hit. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field, and it falls. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor grounded out his first time up. Liner caught at second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And it finds its way through for a hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away. Here's AJ.
Now
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1.
Kenta Maeda.
On the ground to third, and that's just foul. Line drive, and this might be trouble. One run across, and they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only one gone. Back to the top of the lineup, and now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Base hit. One run is in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded, and still only one away. And now it's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
One strike.
All loaded up. Top half of inning number 4. There's a swing and a drive. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double as they score a pair on the play.
Third baseman.
Second and third, one gone. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Cut on and lifted in the air. 2 down. Here's Pete Alonso. Lifted in the air out to left. And that is that. Bottom of the 4th, digging in, Kerry Carpenter. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hammered, base hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. On the ground, could be 2. On to second, they get one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And it's fouled away. Keith off of first with 2 away. He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball still 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Nimmo makes the catch, and that'll do it. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Maeda back to work. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Here's Starling Marte. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Maeda, 36 years old, and he was born in Japan. Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. That one gets down for a hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Green hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Out to short, Sweeney. They take the force out number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, saying in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Makes the grab, 1 away. Trey Sweeney will hit next. Swings through that one. 0-1. The Mets up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Taylor tracks it down for the out. So the lineup flips over. And up next for Detroit, Parker Meadows. On the ground, right side. To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick. And we're back. Here's Francisco Lindor. Foul ball.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall. And the batter now, Juan Soto. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's carrying. Gone. Another homer.
Now pitching for
And
the
next for the
Tigers,
Mets, Mark Vientos.
number 87.
0 for 3 in this one.
Tyler Holton.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Into the bullpen and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. and they add to the lead. It's 11-1.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too.
Off balance throw in time. Barely got him for the out. Close play. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
Just seems like he can't miss right now, seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
Torres over to first, and that back at Comerica Park. Gleyber Torres up to hit. Pulls that one foul.
Well, these Tigers looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Got him swinging. So digging in, Riley Green. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Taylor moving under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the DH, Starling Marte. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Marte retired. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. On the ground. And that's just foul. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground to third. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And that one in the air center field. Meadows sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Vierling. Swinging a foul straight back.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
For the Tigers,
Colt Keith, the next to hit.
Colt Keith.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
So a man at first. And next to hit for Detroit, Jace Young. That one fouled off. This to third. Toss to Alonso. And that's an out. Now the catcher up to hit, Jake Rogers. Ripped to third, but handled. And that'll end the inning. Back here in Detroit. Now at the plate, Luis Angel Acuna. Holton back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Holton measures 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, and he was a 9th round draft pick back in 2018. On the ground, out to short. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And a base hit. Man at first, Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Swing and a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Mark Vientos digs in now. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. So no runs. Bottom of the 8th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1. That one ripped. Soto moving back for it. Gone! He sends it out of here. It's 11-2. Meadows in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a foul out of play.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Green stands in now and watches strike 1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs. But a solo home run.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Tigers.
It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tommy Canley.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Hard hit left side. Tosses across to first, and that takes care of Alonso.
Now batting.
So up
left
next for New
fielder,
York, Brandon
Nimmo.
Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off. Up the middle. Torres fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. So now here's the Mets DH, Starling Marte. Ground ball to the right side, and that's foul. That's to third. He gets there with the slide to first, and they get the out. And the Mets go down. And welcome back to the ballpark. So bottom of the 9th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Swung on, belted. That one is back. And out of here.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Bounce to the right side. Acuna sends it to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
First baseman, Cole.
Key, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1-0.
And it's even up.
1-1.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that one lifted in the air center field. Taylor puts it away for the out. Jace Young now at the plate. Hit to right, and that should do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets take this one in a blowout.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
And your final 11-3 for Chris Singleton.